Hi everyone, how you doing? Okay, some more pretty much old school game editions, apart from the first one, and they all seem to have a shooting theme apart from the first one. So without further ado, from the Nintendo GameCube, Street Racing Syndicate. Tune it up and turn it loose, it says on the back here. As you can probably tell, it's like Need for Speed Underground, that sort of series. So back of the box. This is the American version. This only cost me £1.50, so I can't really complain. There's inside the box. Layout's slightly different, not much difference really. Yeah, so £1.50. All you do is race, win money, build your car up, do a bit of showing off, and you can get the girls if you want them. So £1.50, can't really argue. Okay, this came through today actually. This game, already opened it, not played it yet. Pretty chuffed to get this actually. Kind of game I used to really love, but not so much anymore, but still wanted to get this. And that is Starblade Alpha. Pretty rare PAL version for the PlayStation, of course. Big box, as you can see. A few graphics on the back you probably can't really work out because of the reflection. Yeah, so it's a 3D space shooter. Really good graphics and sound in this. Strap yourself in for a roller coaster shoot 'em up set in a distant galaxy. Let dizzying 3D graphics immerse you in a pitched battles over artificial planets and city-sized space cruisers. What I've seen gameplay on YouTube, yeah, it does look really good. A friend of mine, or a friend of yours probably as well, one MSX to go, he picked up the Japanese version, I think pretty cheap and pretty much recently. I was expecting to pay around £20 for this. I've seen them go for a fair bit. The buy it now is quite expensive. This was auction, and this cost me £7.5, so I was pretty pleased with that. I look forward to playing that one. Right, two games for a system I haven't picked up for ages. I've neglected it a bit, to be honest, and that is a PC Engine, also known, of course, as TurboGrafx. First of them is Super Star Soldier. Obviously from the Star Soldier series, goes without saying. A very small colour manual, hue card and sponge, of course, as you expect. A good game, pretty good addition to the Star Soldier series. That leaves me one more to get for the PC Engine in that series, and that is Soldier Blade, I think, and that's the rarer and more expensive one. Maybe the best of the bunch, who knows. But at last, a couple more games for it. The second one I'm really chuffed to get actually. This did set me back a few quid. That was quite cheap, about £5 or something. This one was just over £20, so I imagine it's quite rare. I haven't seen it very often, and that is Dead Moon. This is a horizontal scrolling shooter, and it's a really good one actually. I'm really enjoying this. Black and white manual, all in Japanese of course, hue card. Yeah, probably one of the best hue card shooters you can get for the system, I think, but I don't know. I haven't got every shooter, so I don't know. I do have about 25 for the system now, so that's pretty good going. Yeah, some good power-ups. I think there's decent bosses in this. Can't remember now. Yeah, chuffed anyway. Okay, from one rare game to another. Now this does go for a lot of money, boxed and complete. Most systems this got released on, it does fetch a fair price. I don't think there is a cheap version, be it the Super Nintendo, Dreamcast, or whatever system comes out on PlayStation. This is for the Neo Geo Pocket Color, which is a non-existent system for me, really. I mean, I have one, you can see there. Didn't go much on it. I've only got say 5 or 6 games for it, including this one, which is Fantastic Night Dreams Cotton. Can't even say it. Fantastic Night Dreams Cotton. There you go. Yes, I got this for £15, which I thought was actually quite cheap. It is, as said in description, missing the instruction manual, which would be there. Small cartridge there. It's actually a really good game for the Neo Geo Pocket Color. There's the back of the box. Yeah, just show you the front again, closer up. Yeah, so it's horizontal scrolling. You play the witch like you do in all the games. I think the Dreamcast version's 3D. This, yeah, it's actually one of the best games probably for the Neo Geo Pocket Color, along with like the Metal Slug series and Pac-Man. Yeah, £15 then without the instructions, which is not too bad. But this can fetch a fair old price. Can go over 50 quid with instructions. I mean, a very slight tear there as well, but that's about it really. It's not too bad. Okay, I have just 3 Amiga games this month, which is quite rare for me. Quite a few less. First of them, these are all shooters by the way. First of them is a budget shooter called Apache Flight. Now Apache Flight, from the static screenshots on the back, looks like a Swiv clone. See them? It looks alright. When it moves and when you're playing it, that's where it loses it. Not a particularly not a particularly pleasant shooter. Didn't do a lot for me. This come from Germany for probably the best part of £15, I reckon. I've seen it once before on eBay and that's about it. So it's another one for the collection. Okay, another one I've seen quite a few times on eBay, but the budget re-release, not the original, is this. Cardiacs, Life in the Fast Lane. The year is 3151, and of course the human race is under threat, etc, etc. This is a horizontal scrolling shooter, complete with one disc, one manual, which most of this manual is actually a story, which I've yet to read. Nothing very exciting about this shooter. It can be pretty manic, but it's just not very good, to be honest. This actually got re-released by Team 17 on their budget label when they re-released Project X, Assassin, Alien Breed, all them. This come out as well. Quite surprising really, considering it's not actually that much of a quality game. Yeah, one of the worst things about this is when you score, the big score comes up right in the middle of the screen. So bit bizarre really. It does have a few bosses in it, but I haven't got there yet. Two-way scrolling as well, it's horizontal but both ways. Don't expect to gameplay that one too soon. The final Amiga game, and then I've got some Amstrad games to show you, is a big box, and that is Blaster. Pretty nice box, not bad cover art. Some screens in the back, you may be able to work out the bottom there. This is an above view shooter with 8-way scrolling, or any-way scrolling. Pretty similar to a game I got a long time ago called Amnios from Psygnosis. Not sure exactly how many levels there are, I might say on the back here. Over 400 screens of playing area, 12 different stages, there you go. Hundreds of intelligent hybrid aliens, 3 discs. Comes with a poster which has the instructions on the back. And this poster is just the front cover. There you go. Nothing too exciting to go on the wall or nothing. Yeah, so it's got a lot of techno music sort of thing in it. 3 megabytes of graphics, which is quite a lot back in the day. Graphics are actually quite good, has to say. Some of the backgrounds are like wavy as you're flying over them sort of thing. It's not just scrolling, it waves as well in a way, which is a bit bizarre. But the game itself is just dull, to be honest. It didn't score very well with Amiga Power magazine. I think it was something like 30-something%, which is for 1993 isn't very good. So there you go. That takes my Amiga shooters collection to about 70-ish. Okay, I've picked up 4 Amstrad games then, to round up here. And these are all on the Amsoft label. Amsoft was the first label that released Amstrad games, which is the Amstrad home label. Amsoft only survived for like 2 years, till about 1986, and then the likes of Ocean, Gremlin all took over. So, 4 Amsoft games then. One's quite special, I'll leave that till last. First one then is Admiral Graf B. This is a ship stroke submarine shooter. A couple of different sort of screens to it, which is all there is. Like you've got a map, you find the enemy on the map, then you go to a telescope sort of screen and you're trying to just basically try and shoot the ships, sink them. Pretty much it. Yeah, this and the second game were both on eBay recently. Went for about £6 or £7 each, but this time round it was 99 pence. Same with this one, Space Hawks. This is from Darrell Software, who've done like the likes of Harrier Attack, Saboteur, a few others as well. This is basically like a cross between Galaxian and Gallagher. There's no screens or nothing like that, just instructions and the tape. Again, like I said, you have one, 99 pence instead of over £5, so it's not a bad game, this one actually, not bad at all. Third Amsoft game. This cost a few pound more, it's about £4 or £5. Fantastic Voyage. It's not bad, it's not brilliant by chance, but not a bad screenshot, cover actually. Yeah, set inside the human body, and you actually see different parts of the human body as you're flying stroke swimming around. Swimming, I suppose, he's got flippers on there, see. Things to shoot, things to collect, things to discover, really, that's about it. Okay, the final one then. This is, I say impressive, quite rare. These are quite rare. The game itself is not necessarily rare, but the box it's in is rare. Because most of us who know the Amsoft games, they come like that. This one didn't. It come like that. And they are rare. So as Amsoft originally released the games like that. There's the cassette. Normal cassette case. It comes in a big box, which in a way is pretty pointless. There's still no graphics on the back. It just tells you about the game, or Amsoft as it goes. Open the box up. That's quite nice. Don't get me wrong, it's quite nice. Just a classic case of Amsoft logo, and you've got the normal game. This one, codename Map 3D, which is a couple of different things. A bit of strategy, a bit of shooting. Not bad. Yeah. This was actually like £15. I had to get one. I had to have one in the collection eventually. In Retro Gamer magazine, fairly recently, they did like rare Amstrad stuff, and any games that come like this count as rare. So there we go. That is my recent game editions. There will be another CD32 collection update quite soon, because I've already got a few more to add. I'm just waiting for 2 more to come through. Another 8 games on the collection. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.